my friends, there she is. Oh, I have this thing for grungy, yummy goodness, and it just makes me happy. So this started, I had no real idea, except I knew I needed to just really focus on being grateful, especially with Thanksgiving coming up and just everything that's going on in our world. And so I just started creating this, and there's not a new collage pack. This is, I have a lot to talk about when I have notes. So hang in there with me for a second. So I used the collage pack from September 11th, the September 11th collage pack, and it'll be listed in the link below, below the YouTube video and on the blog and everywhere I can put it. So it'll be there. And so I used that as just bits and pieces. There was a kind of a floral thing that was random, so it's in one of the collage packs, but you don't really, you could use anything really. But I started with that turquoise background because I knew I wanted it to look really aged and grungy. And then once I got all of the modeling paste on, and I have several new stencils. I just love this kind of Moroccan, it's called this one's Old World, and then there's Old World 2, and I've got a bunch of really fun, I've got the brick and the bubbles and the snowflakes and trees, and I've got straight as an arrow, so it's got arrows and different patterns, and it's a lot of fun ones. Anyway, sorry. And so I used this one for the outer edges, and then used the block font stencil and the number stencil, which is obviously one of my favorites, to add some additional goodness in there. And I apologize, I have allergy, cold, I don't know what. But then I just started adding layers of, I used some quinacridone nickel azo gold, and I also used this one, which is becoming one of my favorites, Algerian crimson hue. But there's some, if you don't have the Boldens, there's Deco Arts fluid acrylics that will work, or regular craft paints that will work too. So I just use those colors, and I wanted to make sure that I let that kind of turquoise come through, because that would kind of give it this aged patina. Well, as I was doing that, it kind of looked foresty to me almost. It was just the coolest thing. I was like, oh, I love that. So then I started kind of drawing in some of the shapes of this like branchy thing that I'd put down, and this is where it came. And there was a bird in the collage pack, so I used the bird, and it just made me happy. It looks kind of rusty and grungy, and like this would be the forest, like you're looking through. Anyway, it made me happy, so I liked it. Okay, so that is for this. Now, I was going to do face-to-face, but that would require some, let me see, some makeup and like maybe some hairdo stuff, but oh my gosh, I don't have time for that. So you get to see my hands and not my face, and you will be happy for that. So you're going to see this. I've recorded this early because there's so much going on this week with everything, but you are going to see this on Sunday, and then that following Thursday is Thanksgiving. And I just wanted to give you guys a heads up that I'll be having a sale. It'll be on pretty much everything. And I haven't got all of that worked out because I want to offer like a pretty decent discount on some of the workshops, but I can't offer the same deep discount on the stencils because the margin's just not there. So I'm trying to figure that out. But keep your eye out. Once you, I'll have it figured out by the time you watch this. But there will be a sale for, after Thanksgiving sale through Black Cyber Monday, whatever it is. So there'll be a sale coming up. And then I am going to have, oh, I thought I had it ready. Hang on. I'm going to have, I was supposed to have it ready the week that this last, I don't know, whatever week I'd last said I was going to have it ready. But this piece right here, it has just so much yummy, grungy goodness texture. And I showed you this last week because I used one of my new stencils. But I'm going to do a finish it workshop. It's just, you know, like an hour-long workshop on this technique. It'll be available in the shop. Well, it was supposed to be available, and there's just not enough time in the day. But this will be available by the time you see this video. So that will be available, and it'll also be available, you know, for the sale as well. Then I also have a Christmas workshop that will be available. Hopefully, I'm keeping my fingers crossed that I'm going to have enough energy to get it done. But look at how cute. I don't know if you can really see how positively adorable all these are. Christmas card. Christmas card. And then all these projects, all of these projects, there's more. There's these projects. That's not a good, these projects, this project. Look at how cute this bag is. So all of these and more, including like gifts. Let me pull everything out here. Gifts for friends, sisters, for, you know, whatever. Ornaments, the dog. So that is a huge, it's like 16 different projects, all in one workshop for super cheap, for 20 bucks. So, and the nice thing about that, the Christmas stuff is all of the techniques that I'm showing you and everything that I'm giving you is one, super cheap to make, and really, really easy, because nobody has time at Christmas to spend a lot of money. They don't have time and they don't have money. So these are really easy, and they're so cool, and they're such a personal thing to be able to give. Plus, you can use the same techniques all year long. So I say it's Christmas, but it's for I mean, you can use it in everything, and you'll see the techniques that I'm showing you in a lot of the stuff that I do. So that is that. So let me make sure I did the collage pack. I talked about the stencil sale. Okay, phew, I'm out of breath. So I always hurry because your time is always so valuable, and I get that, and I don't want to, you know, I want to share with you what I'm excited about and what I'm excited about that I'm working on, but I want to be quick about it and really value and honor your time. So as we're coming into Thanksgiving, I just want to reiterate, and I try to say it often, how grateful I am for this community. Every social media has different communities, but all collectively together, the communities that I share my life on, and my art and my heart and all of that, are just absolutely amazing. And I'm always so grateful. I get these notes every Sunday about the impact that what I've said or what I've done has made on whomever, or how it's been passed along, or how it's been given to somebody else. And I just am so incredibly honored that I can do that I can share my passion and create with all of you, and share encouraging moments, and share life struggles, and hopefully encourage, and that's what that was my goal when I started doing what I was doing, when I started my business, and I get to do that, and I am so grateful. And I am so grateful for so many other things too. So often we can get so focused on what is happening bad in our homes or our communities or our nation or whatever, and forget that there are some really great things happening in our own lives and our hearts and our souls, and how we can give to those around us that will create grateful spirits and grateful hearts, and how our love and compassion towards our families and our neighbors and our communities will ultimately change so many things within ourselves and within our world. And it creates this grateful attitude. When we become grateful, or when we start to recognize the things that we are grateful for, or the things that we can be grateful for, our attitude changes. And suddenly you can see more and more things that you would be grateful for. It's like when you buy a car or a pair of shoes or something and you've never really even noticed them before. And then when you get them, all of a sudden you're like, hey, there's my shoes. Hey, there's my car. Hey, it's the same thing with finding things that we're grateful for. As soon as you start looking for them, you start seeing more and more opportunities to be grateful. And so, my friends, as we enter into a week of Thanksgiving and celebrating, if you're in the U.S., I know it's different for those who are outside of our United States. But even if you're not in the week of Thanksgiving, and I wish we could keep the attitudes that we have through the holiday season all year long. But write it down what you're grateful for. If you're really struggling, write it down and put it in a place where you can see it every day. And I'm not struggling, and I do that. I do a regular practice of writing down what I'm grateful for, because it cements in our brains and our hearts when it goes from our head to our hand to the paper. It changes things, I'm telling you. So, my friends, I hope that your Sunday is awesome, and I pray many, many blessings on your week ahead and your time together with family or friends, or the family that you create. Not often. There are some families that are small, or that you are maybe alone, but create your own family. There were many a holiday when my kids were not with me, they were with their dad, that it was pretty lonely times, and I just created a family. I just started bringing people in that were that had no family, and we became a family, and it was awesome and amazing. And I created my own Thanksgiving in the times that were not so great. So I pray, whatever your situation is, that you will feel loved and blessed and truly grateful for all that you have. I've got 6 kids coming home, whoop whoop, this week or next week or whatever week it is, and I'm just truly excited and grateful, and I'm thankful for you. So thank you, my friends, for all that you do for me and for your love and your support. And I pray that your week will be awesome. And I hope that you always, always know that you are loved.